Vola anguela o veteronugu, ako itabua. Ako do talitain na barong na Bula FM, nambandu na sere.
Bula, alang gono ilutoka do talita ka ng Bula FM berarti nambandu na sere.
Ni Bula binaka, nanreken go sa Bula FM nga. Na kasi.
Nalang go sa mundo atibio ng Bula FM nambandu na sere nusuri.
Ni Bula binaka, nalang go Jerry, yang melambasa. Do barong.
In the news tonight, Prime Minister arrives in Tuvalu for the Pacific Island Leaders Forum. Australian nationals has been charged with murder. And surveillance in towns and cities to increase.
From the studios of FBC Suba, Amrita Sagar.
Prime Minister Varenga Bainimarama has arrived in Tuvalu for the Pacific Islands Forum meeting, which is expected to start in Funafuti tomorrow. After more than a decade, Bainimarama will be part of this 50th meeting and will be one of the key members leading the fight against climate change. FBC News journalist Ali Kimbia, who is in Funafuti covering the week-long meeting, files this report.
Landing safely at Funafuti, the capital of Tuvalu, Prime Minister Varenga Bainimarama received a warm welcome from the locals. Upon arriving, Bainimarama got to see the climate change set up by school students to show the world their cry to save their sinking island.
Best flight I ever come across was 2:30.
How was the setup from the kids?
Good.
For the people of Tuvalu, the PIFS meeting is a chance to show leaders the real impact of climate change.
We are starting with an artificial island that symbolizes the damage that caused by the effects of climate change. And that's exactly what we're going to do.
The Tuvaluans are hoping that world leaders will take notice of issues they face every day.
Our country is trying to show the world that our island is about to sink.
Meanwhile, Prime Minister Varenga Bainimarama is expected to open the Saupalanga meeting tomorrow, and discussions are expected to take place surrounding climate change and further directions to be taken by small Pacific Island countries. In Funafuti, Tuvalu, Ali Kimbia, FBC News.
The husband of an Australian national who died last month has been charged with one count of murder. The alleged incident happened along Service Street in Suva late last month. Police confirms the man will be produced at the Suva Magistrates Court tomorrow. Jennifer Downs, who worked as a logistics officer for the United Nations World Food Programme in the Pacific since 2017, was found dead in her flat. The accused was admitted at CWM Hospital since the incident, as it is alleged he tried to take his own life. The couple had 3 children. Surveillance is being increased in towns and cities with the installation of more CCTV at busy streets and crime hotspots. Recently, police managed to make a few arrests with the help of CCTV. Pranita Prakash reports.
Over 100 CCTV cameras have been installed in Suva, Nosuri, Lotokamba, Singatoka and Lambasa.
Municipal councils are installing CCTV cameras, particularly in what I would call a high density or hotspot areas. And if you look at any urban area, it's mainly the market and bus stand. That's where a lot of crime takes place. So most municipal councils have installed CCTV cameras around this vicinity.
Minister for Local Government Premla Kumar says municipal councils are also putting in extra effort to combat crime.
CCTV cameras is not the only solution. But as I mentioned earlier, it's also to do with the crime-free committee, which was established in each and every municipality, and the presence of police posts in that area. So I understand that, with the help of all stakeholders, definitely that's the way to go about.
Defence Minister Inyasi Ratu says a lot of measures have been put in place to strengthen the fight against crime.
And this is where we want to build our relationships together with the key stakeholders, particularly the business communities in these municipalities, because we need more of these cameras, the use of technology to help the police force being effective and efficient in the work that they undertake.
The local government minister says surveillance cameras are a must for any new development now Whether it will be a new market or a bus station, she says they need to put the technology to good use for the safety of all Fijians. Pranita Prakash, FBC News.
Rigorous awareness is needed at the grassroots level to address sexual abuse cases. Executive Director of the Reproductive and Family Health Association of Fiji, Matalita Seva Dhanravula, says the barrier of silence must be broken and topics considered a taboo in families and communities need to be discussed openly. Josena Nanunga reports.
Many women throughout the country are facing some sort of abuse in their homes.
It's about power. You know, like when you want to show someone, hey, I have the power out of this relationship and I can do anything that I want to do. That is what abuse is all about.
Seva Dhanravula believes the awareness programs are not being done in the right manner.
And when we do awareness, we don't go right in and talk about sex, but we get them to see themselves as who they are. Because the way they think and feel about themselves determine the type of decisions, the type of choices they make regarding that body.
Meanwhile, College of Medicine, Nursing and Health Sciences Dean Dr. William May says, on the same note, women should also be taught about reproductive health.
Pacific Sexual Reproductive Health Center has done a lot of good works in partnership with collaborators in the past. However, for the work to continue in the future, it needs to be supported to address the burning issues around gender, reproductive health and sexual reproductive health.
The Reproductive and Family Health Association of Fiji have increased its partnership with external stakeholders as a tactic to boost its visibility and advocacy on the notion of sexual abuse, sexual reproductive health and family planning. Josena Nanunga, FBC News.
The new health centre, which will be constructed near Black Rock Camp in Vutwalevu, Nadi, will also be a training facility for health officials. Minister for Health and Medical Services, Dr. Ifireme Wangainabete, says that the ministry has been working closely with the Defence Ministry and the new facility will enhance that commitment. Wangainabete says the facility is owned by the Defence Ministry and it will prepare health officials for disasters and also for those who go on tour with the military. He says that the health centre will serve as a multi-purpose facility.
The roles that we play, not only in providing a health facility in the Batulevu area, but also the training for our staff so that they are ready for deployment in disaster and also for deployment embedded into the military teams when they go offshore.
Up ahead, AG pays tribute to Langa Langa school founders. And tonight, we will bring you the success story of a rock climbing instructor. Details after the break.
Hi, Bula. I'm Selai from Nandi. I love Gold FM, only the classic hits.
Hi, my name is Sotiama here in Ba. We love listening to Gold FM, only the classic hits.
Bula, I'm Miri. I'm from Lotoka and I love Gold FM because they play all my classic hits.
Hi, my name is Fiona from Tavua and I love listening to Gold FM, only the classic hits.
Hi, I'm Ini from Raki Raki. I love Gold FM, only the classic hits.
Gold FM, only the classic hits.
Giving is not just about making a donation, it is about making a difference in someone's life. The statement best describes Chetan Singh Haya, who is the founder and volunteer of Fiji Wheelchairs. Haya, who is based in San Francisco, has donated 660 wheelchairs for those who really need it in Fiji. Josena Nanunga reports.
Chetan Haya says he will never forget his roots, despite residing in another country now.
So from there on, I've been working with them to raise funds for many other countries. For the last 6-7 years, I realized Fiji has a need for wheelchairs.
Haya innovates strategies to make his dream and passion a reality.
It's a combination of funds. I raise balance of the funds in the US and work with the NGO in US.
Meanwhile, Minister for Health Dr. Ifireme Wangainabete says such assistance is a clear testament in considering the needs and welfare of Fijians.
And that's what the wheelchairs do. They make our people mobile. They also give them an opportunity to participate in life. And we've been blessed, obviously, with the Wheelchair Foundation to that award was being blessed with another foundation, but it makes our people mobile.
The 660 wheelchairs that were donated will be given to the Health Ministry, Rotary and Lions Club, who will then distribute it to Fijians that need this assistance. Josaya Nunga, FBC News.
Attorney General Ayaz said Kayum has paid tribute to the founders of Langalanga Primary School in Vanuatu during their 75th anniversary celebrations last night. Speaking at the closing of the carnival, Said Kayum said it was because of their legacy young people from the farming community have had access to at least primary school education over the years. As part of its diamond celebrations, the school for the first time had organized a week-long festival. It was a first-time experience for almost 60% of the children from the area, as they have never been to a festival.
Can you imagine if the school was not here, how many students, young people over the past 75 years would not actually have had access to basic primary education? Of course, because of the legacy, you now have a school that's 75 years old. Because of the legacy, you have a whole 3-4 generations of people who've been educated, at least received primary school education, which of course has meant they have contributed to our country in a lot more meaningful manner.
Vodafone Fiji says data and internet are increasingly becoming important in the daily lives of customers. It also says their focus has always been to use technology to deliver practical and cost-effective solutions to the customers. As a result, Vodafone Fiji will absorb the 10 cents per GB data levy, which was announced by the government last week. Meanwhile, as major sponsors of the Vodafone Deans finals that ended yesterday, the company rewarded 3 lucky winners who took part in their promotions. Many successful people follow passion and not paycheck in their life. A motto chosen by Manasa Nonakamakama, who left his well-paid job to pursue his dream business. In our Successful Fijian segment, Nonakamakama shares his journey from being a PWD worker to a rugby player and now a successful rock climbing instructor. Lena Rees with this success story.
Successful Fijians is brought to you by the Fiji Development Bank, your partner in progress.
Born in Lomaivuna, Naitasiri, Manasa Nonakamakama preferred outdoor activities from a very young age.
I was 19 when I started with PWD, and the good thing I learned from there was having to work around older people, you know, and sort of it taught me early to become independent. All my life, you know, when I lived with my uncle, Mastandao, in the Lynn Memorial School, my parents, they were in the village. So my mom and dad used to live in Negeri, and I had to come to Lelin because it was hard for me to travel back and forth. I was in Form 5 by then, and my coming to Lelin was funny.
Little did Nonakamakama know that his struggles to attend school will one day become a blessing for him.
Mastandao came to me one day and he asked me, "Son, can you play rugby?" You know, Mastandao was a Fiji rugby. And I said, "Yes, I can." He said, "Come, pack up your bags, tell mom and dad you're coming to my place." So I came and stayed at his place, and all he wanted me to do was to train hard and be the person I want to be.
As a result, Manasa started playing for the national team, which later toured New Zealand and Australia. In 1993, he joined Rugby League, but later an injury forced him to retire early.
I was involved in our church ministry when a team from Australia came over. There was a man by the name of Alan Williamson. He brought in rock climbing, and they put together the rocks. They brought in the device and all the equipment that's needed, but there was nobody to train me. When I came back from all the kayaks and rugby and everything, I had nothing. So I was in church, involved with the City of Refuge in those days, the Street Boys. But then they got me to do this rock climbing. So they trained me, and just the basic, how to get the people out there, come back down, and I loved it.
This is when Nonakamakama knew that he found a new passion.
I love watching children, people going out, and having to conquer their fear and come down, and having me down there to motivate them, get them to do it right and everything. And I loved it. So I asked the church pastor if I can introduce it to the national, because growing up as a competitive athlete, I can't keep this to myself. So they said, yeah, go ahead.
The 48-year-old says he had his own challenges to overcome, and it took him 10 years to build his rock climbing business. His message to the Fijians is to get involved in outdoor activities, which is not only healthy, but will help reduce the rising cases of non-communicable diseases in our country. Lena Reese, FBC News.
Successful Fijians is brought to you by the Fiji Development Bank, your partner in progress.
In sports tonight, Lambasa crowned BOG champion after 22 years. And QVS adds another piece of Dean's history. This and more coming up.
Hi, I'm Shamiza. And I'm Salma. We're from Nandi and we love Mirchi FM because it's hot.
My name is Rajnita Lata and I'm from Vatulalo. और हम सब मिर्ची एफएम सुनता है because it's hot. Hi, my name is Vinita. I'm from Lambasa. I love listening to Mirchi FM. It's number one.
हमारा नाम सागर रेड्डी है. हम लोग स्कूल में, हम लोग घर में और कहीं भी रहता हम लोग कल मिर्ची एफएम सुनता. गोल्ड टाउन तावा में मिर्ची एफएम दागो मामा.
Mirchi FM, it's hot.
Lambasa has won the Inc. Mobile Battle of the Giants after 22 years. Striker Siotama Kumbu was the hero for Lambasa in the final against Lautoka this afternoon, as his lone goal was enough to give them the victory. Former Lautoka striker Kumbu broke the hearts of the host when he scored in the 79th minute of play. Following a counter-attack from Lambasa, Kumbu managed to chip the ball over Lautoka's goalkeeper, Beniamino Matainangara, to send the Bamasinga Lions fans into a frenzy. Let's have a look at Kumbu's goal.
Waiting Aquila Mataisuva as Lambasa come in and Siotama has opened the account. A beautiful goal by Siotama. He saw Benaminio off his line, and in the 78th minute of play, Siotama for Lambasa. The Lambasa fans go crazy. Siotama has and the bench. Let's look at the replay. A long driving kick. The bounce was going to beat everyone across. They headed it through, not covered. Siotama, so bend over.
It was all possible because of the hard work of the players. They've been working very hard. For 3 weeks we have been going to Lambasa, coming back. We have sacrificed a lot. The players have sacrificed a lot. The families have sacrificed a lot. The officials have worked very hard. And I think so in the end it was a sweet victory for us.
Ratu Kandavulevu school players have nothing but respect for their brothers from the Queen Victoria School after losing the Vodafone Deans final at Lawanga Park in Singatoka last night. In an exclusive interview with FBC Sports, RKS Director of Rugby, Nathanieli Saumi, praised the new Deans champion, QVS, for their efforts. But on the other hand, QVS acknowledged a superior and supreme power for their win. Aquila Dama with the details.
QVS added another chapter to its Dean's history. They were the first to win the title in 1939. They claimed the first under-18 title in 2012, and now they are the first to win the new trophy under a new sponsor in the 80th anniversary of the competition.
As we know that we can do it, the coach and the team management remind the boys during that time that we still have the time. They need to have faith in themselves, they need to have faith in the team, and they have the guts.
RKS Vice Principal Walesi Songwe-Wasa is already wary of what QVS will offer in next year's competition.
They played like champion. I think they needed most, and they capitalized on all our mistakes, and in the end they won.
RKS coach and director of rugby Nathanieli Saumi says QVS has taken the competition to another level.
Overall, we thank QVS. I congratulate QVS for good game and raising the standard and the bar for secondary schools rugby in Fiji, and I think that is the positive outcome.
Another secondary schools rugby season came to an end last night, but next year's under-18 competition promises to be exciting and interesting after Suva Grammar won the under-17 title yesterday. Aquila Dama, FBC Sports.
Flying Fijians coach John McKee is pleased with how the side played against Samoa last night. Speaking to FBC Sports today, McKee says the team still has quite a lot of work to do. With 5 weeks away from the Rugby World Cup, Fiji defeated Samoa 10 points to 3 in their last Pacific Nations Cup match at the ANZ Stadium.
You know, we've been working very hard through this period. We've been training hard, so the players have probably been a little bit doing higher workloads than they normally would in test match week. So, you know, it's all building our fitness and our game understanding towards Rugby World Cup. You know, the game against Samoa, you know, very physical, hard encounter. You know, I was pleased with the defensive effort of the players. You know, they worked very well together to deny Samoa any tries in the game.
Australia recorded its highest ever score against the All Blacks as they beat the world champions 47-26 in the Rugby Championship in Perth last night. It was the Wallabies' first win over New Zealand since 2017. A clutch of All Blacks past, present and uncertain future have featured in the opening round of New Zealand's provincial competition. The Rava Rabbitohs defended its Vodafone Cup Premier Grade title after beating Army Bears 22 points to 10 at Churchill Park in Lautoka yesterday. The Army Bears got off to a perfect start through Ropate Tombe, but the Rabbitohs hit back straight after as Peniasi Senikarawa crossed over the line for a converted try. Army managed to try to Choelin Dulaki following a set-piece move before half-time. But Rava came back a stronger side in the second spell with 3 unanswered tries.
We started the year, we had this mission. We wanted to defend the title back-to-back because we won it last year and we know that all through the finals, team will going to be gunning for us. When we finished the semi-final last year, the result tell us that Army was really another level. So when we went back to the drawing board, and we know that we just have to work on our strength, and we know they were a much fitter side. We couldn't be much more prepared, but we know that with unity and working together and having faith in each other, and at this time we see everybody's happy.
It was quite an emotional moment for Micah Sivo to have his dad watch him play live for the first time for the Eels in the NRL against the Knights last night. Parramatta surprised Sivo by organising to fly his dad from Fiji to watch the match. Choeli Sivo watched his son score his 16th try this season as they beat the Knights 20 points to 14. The weather today was fine, apart from brief showers experienced over the eastern parts and the interior of the larger islands. Fine weather prevailed elsewhere. Looking at the west, patchy clouds and humid, possibility of showers later tonight. Eastwards from Pacific Harbour to Suva, there were intervals of cloud and sunshine with humid conditions. Up north, it was pleasant conditions throughout the day. At sea, moderate east to southeast winds, fresh at times, moderate to rough seas. Looking at the tides, the next low tide is at 9:47 tonight, followed by high tide at 4:03 a.m. Sunrise is expected to be at 6:28. Now for tomorrow, it should be fine, apart from brief showers over the eastern parts and interior of the other larger islands. And as we look forward to Tuesday, mainly fine conditions are forecast. Recapping the main stories, Prime Minister arrives in Tuvalu for the Pacific Island Leaders Forum. Australian national's husband charged with murder, and surveillance in towns and cities to increase. For these stories and others, you can tune in daily to our sister radio station Gold FM. Onto our poll question segment. This week, we're asking, should Fiji introduce unbranded packaging for tobacco? Visit our FBC website to answer. Do send us newsworthy pictures and videos on email fbcnews@fbc.com.fj or share it with us via our Facebook page FBC News. You can also follow and tweet us those news tips at FBC News or hashtag FBC News. And that was your FBC News for tonight. Until next time, good night.
Natango merea maramani waya manatuya sawa aweti kitukutunde nandi ya ndo marata kana baronga na radio Fijian.
Yawa asna vatili yawa maga Monica. Tondo baronga vale bona doma ibiti lambasa.
Bula natango aprosra ngarse ngor kraki do televeo no baronga na radio Fijian na doma ibiti. Natango tsani bukia ngoni na mosi ando taleta kana baronga na radio Fijian na doma ibiti su.
Radio Fijian na doma ibiti.